America runs on Dunkin, but it also runs on Christmas commercialism. And unfortunately, I am just as much of an easy mark as everyone else. Dunkin' Donuts currently has 5 new selections on their menu for the holiday season, and I'm going to try every single one of them. Not in one go. That would be absolutely crazy. This season, they have added the Holiday Cookie Signature Latte, a white hazelnut bark coffee, a cookie butter cold brew, a peppermint mocha signature latte, and a toasted white chocolate signature latte. Now, when I was at the Dunkin' Donuts, I could have sworn that I saw so many more options than just 5. So who knows? After this drink, there could be 4 more, or there could be 5 or 6 or 7 more. But today we're starting off with the cold brew, the cookie butter cold brew. I'm just going to give it a little stir. There is little pieces of cookie butter and like broken up pieces of cookie in there. I don't know if you can really see. I just saw a chunk fall down, which I feel like in any other situation seems and sounds god awful. But I do enjoy a good cookie butter, so bottoms up. Now that's interesting. So, okay, hang on. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try doing this with a straw because there's a lot of like accoutrement on top, like little pieces of broken up cookie and all that other stuff. But like, I feel like it's blocking things like the cold foam and like I feel like I'm getting just coffee, none of the other mixed in stuff. So I'm going to give this another quick stir using the straw and then give it a sip. Now that's considerably better. So drinking from the top is not the way to go. Drink it with a straw. Okay, it's pretty good. If I hadn't done this, this may have gotten a lower number because it just wasn't mixing, and the stuff on the top was like blocking stuff from getting to my gullet, to my taste buds. But yeah, man. I mean, like I like a good cold brew. Any form of iced anything is always delectable. It's interesting based on how much sugary things that are in here. I would expect it to be like almost too sweet. I figured this whole menu was going to be nothing but like a sugar rush. But weirdly, like maybe it's just because of how strong the coffee is, there's a lot more of like a bitter, like overall flavor. You get the sugar at first and bitter second. This is starting off strong. I'm going to give this like an 8 out of 10. Maybe like this feels like A level, maybe high B. I guess it kind of depends on how other things go. I actually think that to its credit, that it's actually not nearly as sweet as I was expecting. I was expecting this to like make my teeth hurt and to put me into a coma. But it's pretty damn good. So I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. And I guess cut over to the next one. So, kicking us off, this is the iced, no, this is the, well, yeah, it's an iced coffee, but this is the spiced cookie iced coffee. Okay, upon first glance, like if you look at this, I feel like this looks watery. Right? I know that maybe the focus is not going to super help. And like the coloration of like the camera probably makes it look honestly gross. And in a way, I'm going to be honest, it kind of does look like a sickly brown. Not that iced coffee ever necessarily looks like a beautiful color, but like sometimes it's like golden or just like, brown. But like this looks like something's wrong. But, oh, the brown sugar cookie syrup and vanilla mix quite well. That is pretty tasty. And then there's oat milk in this, which is interesting. I'm not normally instantly oat milk kind of person. I definitely go for usually cream or whole milk. I know, not very good queer person. I feel like I should like oat milk more. That's not to say that I don't like oat milk. I love the shaken espresso brown sugar oat milk one from Starbucks. Not to give them a promotion too, but this is an early contender. I'm going to give this, okay, just in case, I'm going to give myself the caveat that I might move these numbers after the fact. Like if I try something and it's like way worse than this, that might boost this. But if there's something potentially better, I want to give ourselves some room to grow and then potentially move this back. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 though. Like this is, I mean, I would get a large of this and take this to down. In fact, once I'm off this video, I probably will destroy the rest of this cup. So let's go check out the rest of the drinks that Dunkin' Donuts has to offer this holiday season. Today is going to be an interesting day because I chose to not change it up too much. Like I have an option here that's not going to be counted. Simply because I'm trying to keep it fresh and like the same across the board. And basically every drink that is new is an iced drink. Some of them appear to have hot components, but some of them, not hot components, I'm sorry, counterparts. But some of them do not, at least not that I see advertised. So today I have the white hazelnut bark coffee. This is the iced version, but I also got a hot version. And I'm going to taste test the two, just sort of see how I feel about it. This is the only one that I'm going to grade though. And I feel pretty good though, because if it's good, that means that I've got this to then like just let it cool off and then pour it into the ice later. Because I don't care how cold it is, I am in fact going to drink an iced coffee. So here we go. Immediately, that's good, right? I didn't have any worries about this, which is also why I got the hot version. Because I like hazelnut, right? I like hazelnut a lot. Despite it nearly killing me, I did eat all 24 Ferrero Rocher last year in the Advent of Advents, which I highly recommend that episode because it's pretty funny. Watching me just basically slowly die. But I love hazelnut. Love a good Nutella, a good hazelnut spread, everything like that. No matter where it is, it's always good, I feel like. I'm not a big white chocolate, like solid white chocolate enjoyer or fan, but at Starbucks the white chocolate mocha year round is good. It's one of the hot coffee like options out there that I'll chug that. You know what I mean? I'll get a kids temp. By the way, that's a hack for you. If you get a kids temp, you can basically drink it instantly because otherwise it's just boiling hot. But this way it's hot, but it's not so hot that you burn the shit out of yourself. But yeah, this one, yeah, man, that's good. I have a feeling that the second this video ends, it's just gonna, which is good because I need that in order to get to work and both on time and to feel prepared and ready for the day. I could be wrong. I always feel as though the iced coffee and the hot coffee are a little different at Dunkin's because I feel like part of it is like prepped so much in advance, but blowing some of the steam off. Here we go. Okay, now that's interesting. Maybe it's because by the time I got it from the Dunkin' to here, and it didn't take me long to set this up because I had it mostly ready to go beforehand. But like, it's not piping hot anymore, so it's just like, it's not warm either. It's somewhere between like way too hot. I mean, I guess it's kind of like the kids' temp, coffee, but it's very understated. Like I can tell that there's flavor in here, but I don't believe for a second that it has the same amount of pumps in this as this one does. So this is fine. The hot coffee is fine. But if I'm going to make a suggestion, so far of the 3 coffees that I've had, white chocolate, hazelnut bark, iced coffee, that's a winner. Today, new drink. This is, I made sure I had it down in front of me. This is the peppermint mocha cold brew with sweet cold foam. I learned my lesson from the other day. I'm not even going to attempt to sip directly from the top. I just immediately put a straw in. And I did sort of swirl it around earlier, just, in general. But it does look much better mixed than the first time, or than the other drink, the one with cookie butter. But we're going to get this test because I love mocha, love peppermint, love cold brew. So by those 3 metrics, this should be a banger. It's so inconsistent. I took one sip and I was like, it's pretty good. Then I take another sip. I was kind of like, it's either the mocha or the peppermint. One of the two is considered a sweetened flavor. The other one's just like regular flavoring. But genuinely, I don't feel like there's any sweetness at all. Like, I'm getting mocha, I'm getting peppermint, but it's like kind of bitter. I don't hate it, but it's not like amazing. I was really thinking that this was going to be one of the top contenders, especially for the cold brew side of things. I don't know, it's a 6.5. It's a 6.5. Like, again, it's not bad, but like, I really wouldn't call this great. Oh my god, I mean, look at how, even with stirring. Okay, it's not perfect, but I've definitely stirred this up way more. I mean, like, I really am pulling from the middle instead of directly from the bottom where all that chocolate had gathered. By the way, that's definitely what's bitter. It's definitely like a cocoa versus like chocolate syrup, you know what I mean? Yeah, pulling from the middle and like really stirring this up. Okay, I'm gonna up it to a 6.8. I know it's gonna sound like not a huge jump. I think it's because it's such an inconsistent drink for me. I feel like we're like teetering on the edge of something that's actually good here, but we're not there yet. That's today's selection, and tomorrow we'll just have to see if they can do better. Today, we have the iced holiday cookie signature latte. It's got brown sugar cookie syrup, toasted almond shot, milk, whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and cookie butter crumble. By all means necessary, should be a winner. That's what it looks like. I mean, honestly, it's quite pretty, in my opinion. Very light color. But it looks delicious. So the question is it? The answer is yes. Very quick, very brief. This is another banger. I don't know if I like this more than no, I definitely like the bark one better. But this is up there. I think I gave that one like a 9 or a 9.5, so I'm going to say this is a 9 and push that other one just a little bit above this one. I don't know if I'll ever have a 10. It's hard because, like, how do you have a perfect, you know what I mean? That's good, man. Sometimes when they mix in flavors, they're not like perfectly mixed, but the almond works great with this. I don't know why I'm looking as if I can see the different ingredients, but I guess it just gives my hand something to do. Anyway, 9 out of 10. Good job. I've already forgotten the name of this one. It's not written on the side. It is the Toasted White Chocolate Coconut Cold Brew. Now, this is interesting, right? I chose the cold brew for today because it's a game day. I need my energy up, right? Bills Mafia runs on Josh Allen. I run on the Bills Mafia and the Bills, and also, of course, iced coffee because I'm a sleepy boy at all times. So I need extra caffeine. So I went for cold brew because it's a little stronger. They gave me one of the traditional cups, though, which is interesting. It's not in the typical cold brew cup. So we'll see if this is cold brew, if this is just regular iced coffee, because it looks pretty light to be the cold brew. But we're going to give this a shot and just sort of see what's going on. This has toasted white chocolate swirl, coconut shot, and then cream. I don't know how to describe this. There is... You know, okay, I think I know why this one is not working for me. Based on the name and the title and everything like that, I would expect toasted coconut and then white chocolate swirl. Somehow this is toasted white chocolate, which just has a very different taste than the other white chocolate that I had the other day. And if it's somehow the same, then I don't know why it's so bad today. But also the coconut, Dunkin' Donuts coconut is not very good either. I think both flavors combined are just not great. Also, this is not cold brew. This is just regular coffee. Not that I think that would necessarily make a difference, because I don't think the bitterness of the cold brew, the heft of that cold brew, would really make a difference. Nah, dude, this is like 4 out of 10. Maybe 3 out of 10. This is not good. It feels like such a waste of money, but I might not even finish that one. That is rough. So let's hope that at least the Bills' day is better than the way my day has started. And today we are here for our very last installment for Christmas coffee concoctions, or whatever I'm going to end up naming this series. This is the iced peppermint mocha signature latte. Yes, I did already take a sip, and it's because I recorded this and then found out that my audio did not record. So we're going to do one last take. You can kind of still see a little bit of it, like clearly around the rim, but there is like hot chocolate cocoa powder like drizzle on top, as well as a mocha drizzle, whipped cream, peppermint mocha swirl, milk, obviously because it's a latte, and it's iced. And I am going to go ahead and take a sip because I have to on camera for science to show. I mean, I could house this thing right here, right now. I could down this whole thing. Like, this is so good. I don't know if it's better than the peppermint bark, because I'm not a big white chocolate person, but that was one where they really nailed it, which is the exact opposite of the toasted white chocolate. Holy shit. But yeah, I think this is at least a 9 out of 10, maybe 9.5. I mean, like, this is so good. But as a bonus, to end everything off, I don't think this is technically something that can be in the contending because we are trying all the coffee drinks, but they do have a peppermint hot chocolate. Dude, okay. I like Dunkin's coffee, and I like their hot chocolate, but this might honestly be the best drink that they have. I mean, it's got like Dunkachino vibes, but again, peppermint. This actually might be a 10 out of 10. This is so good. I don't think this necessarily gets to count towards the final score, but like maybe I'll like kind of secretly like sneak it in just to be like, it's also there, just to kind of remind you that you should in fact get one of these this holiday season. But that's the series. That's the end of it. I'm going to put all the rankings up here in just a second and walk us back over it. So let's see the final scores. Okay, after taste testing every flavor and making adjustments for, tasting better or worse drinks, here is where we landed. S+, the perfect drink, is the peppermint mocha hot chocolate, but it is not competing as it is not iced coffee. But it really is just the best damn thing I had the entire time. In S, though, very close behind it, we have both the peppermint mocha iced latte and the white chocolate hazelnut bark iced coffee. A little bit of a mouthful to say both of those, but honestly, just amazing additions to the menu. Great work, team. Those first 3 drinks here, incredibly solid. You can't go wrong. Also, something you can't go wrong with, in A, we have the spiced cookie iced coffee. It, I think, is very close to a perfect drink. Now, I did give this one a little bit of a bump down. It's technically the second one on here. I didn't really order them right, but I did put here in the B tier the holiday cookie iced latte, similar to the spiced cookie, but different. I did really like this one, but I don't think it's quite as good as those first few, so I gave it a little bit of a bump down. I do think you could argue that it's an A and just know that there's more good than bad overall. But I just felt like putting it in B kind of made it a little bit even on the menu here. I also here in B have the cookie butter cold brew. It's close. It's just the execution's not quite there. And then in C, it's also technically not competing, but it's the hot version of the white chocolate hazelnut bark coffee. I don't know why, but iced coffee at Dunkin' is just simply so much more superior than their hot coffee. It's not even close. With the exception of the Dunkachino. I mean, goddamn, that's also a great drink, but that's not on the docket here. But we're talking about this hot coffee, and it was fine at best. Not amazing or mind-blowing. C is the middle ground.
Then in D, we have the Peppermint Mocha Cold Brew. It was not well executed and just overall too bitter. And I'm very sorry to say it was just bad. And in the Do Not Order tier, we have the Toasted White Chocolate Cold Brew. There is also a latte version of this drink, but we are not risking this one. Not only was the first one so foul tasting, it genuinely made me feel ill all day afterwards. So, for your sake, say far away.
And thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope you enjoyed these drinks. I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I did. And if you tried them, let me know in the comments what your ranking is on each of these flavors. Until the next holiday season, or until the next time there's some sort of special gimmicky coffee thing, that's it for me. See you next time.